New developments in the fallout from a massive oil spill in Weld County back in April. It happened in Galeton, forcing 14 homes to evacuate. Neighbors tell us some people still have not gone back. Chevron says the oil leak was likely caused by improper equipment assembly and inadequate safety barriers.
And now the state is working to hold those responsible accountable and ensure this doesn't happen again. Denver 7 investigative reporter Natalie Chuck in Galeton listening to those in the community who were impacted.
Cleanup continues here at the site of that massive oil spill. It's been nearly 3 months since all of this started, and you still see crews out here on every street. And now we know the state is announcing it is taking the next steps to hold the site operator accountable legally.
I know there's a ton of people listening today. I'm grateful for that.
With more than 150 people listening, Colorado's Energy and Carbon Management Commission announced it's issuing a notice of alleged violation against the operator of a Weld County oil site. It's part of the ongoing fallout after what's been called an unprecedented spill, prompting a school closure and evacuating homes nearby in Galeton.
And I'm like, something happened down there.
Kenny Gartrell could see the tens of thousands of gallons of oil and water spewing into the air from his yard.
I'm more worried about my personal property and the lives that I have there and long-term effects.
My job is to try to translate essentially this hard sciencey stuff.
Kristen Kemp is the community relations manager for the commission. Colorado is accusing Noble Energy, a subsidiary of Chevron, of violating 6 rules, including failing to prevent pollution or uphold general safety requirements.
We're doing our very best to minimize the likelihood of this ever being able to happen again.
This notice could result in Noble Energy paying state fines. So far, thousands of samples from the soil, air, and water have been collected to test for contamination, which for Kenny is most important.
The legality stuff, I'll let the government handle that side.
Kenny, I gotta say, you're probably the 10th door we've knocked on, 5th person maybe we've tried to talk to on camera. What do you think is the general consensus community feeling about the fallout of it?
The people that I've talked to that are neighbors are kind of the same way. They're fearful of the future, but there's not a lot, at least in my circle, that or super upset or in a negative sense or tone.
Now, Noble has 28 days to respond to that notice from the state before there is likely a hearing scheduled, and we know that cleanup out here could take 5 years according to the state. So this is an ongoing story, and we will bring you updates. In Galeton, Natalie Chuck, Denver 7.
Natalie, thank you for that report. And Chevron says about 25,000 barrels of oil spilled, or more than 1 million gallons. They issued a statement today saying in part, quote, "We are actively engaged in comprehensive cleanup and remediation activities." It goes on to say it is committed to safety improvements and operational changes we implemented to help prevent this from happening again.